What's up, guys? Cam the Great coming at you here. So I just wanted to go through an attack from our most recent war here, which I think is a good example of a GoHoWiWi attack. Basically, what that stands for is golems, hogs, wizards, and witches. And so I just want to walk you through what I think makes this a good base for GoHoWiWi and some of the mechanics of executing the attack. So first of all, what makes this a good candidate potentially for a hog attack is we see that there are a lot of defenses that are grouped together and in compartments here. And there's also a lot of what I call fragmentation in the base, where you see, all these defenses that are sitting in their own little compartment here. And so if you were to try and come at this with like just golems or giants or something like that, you'd have a really hard time getting through all these walls. Same goes for like a standard go wipe attack. This is a lot of walls for a go wipe to work, a lot of small compartments. So that's why we're deciding to go at it with hogs. And GoHoWiWi, I think, is a really solid 3-star strategy for people that are comfortable with hog attacks. I did think about trying to use loons on this base, like maybe a lava loon attack. But I decided against that because we have both the crossbows set to ground and air, and we do have this centralized air defense that could be hard to get to. So, you also have a big trash ring around the base. So it's a lot of flight time for balloons. So that's why I decided on hogs over loons. In terms of what we're looking for, so we look here in the core and we see there could either be quad Teslas or 2 double giant bomb locations. And that's really the only area of question. We look out here on the edges, and what we see there are some holes in the base, there, and one more here. And those could either be Teslas or giant bomb locations. And so that's just a little area of uncertainty that we want to stay away from in the attack. When we look at where the clan castle is located, we could lure the CC quite easily from this side. But the problem is, if we do that, we're not going to be able to lure both the king and the queen at the same time. And for hog attacks, it's crucial that you take the queen out because she will turn your little piggies into bacon. So that means if we want to get the queen, we probably need to come at it from this direction. And that means we're going to have to get through this wall and this first line of defenses before we lure and kill the CC, or kill the CC. We're actually not going to lure it at all. So just to let you know how this is going to go down, we're going to drop 2 golems right here around this camp. We're going to follow it up with wall breakers to get them into the compartment. Then we're going to create a funnel by dropping wizards along here to clean up this trash ring outside the base. And by creating that funnel, that will allow our king and our queen to walk through here. After we drop the wizards, we're going to drop 3 witches back here on this back line. And the witches are going to spawn the skeletons. The skeletons are going to play distraction, and they're going to distract the king and the queen and some of the defenses. And then we'll follow that up with our king, and his job is simply to go in and kill the queen. And then we'll follow the king up with the queen, and her job is to take out both the enemy's clan castle troops, which is, almost always going to be a dragon these days. It's either going to be a dragon, a wizard, and an archer, or a dragon and a balloon, and to kill the enemy CC. So, with that said, let's see how the play actually goes down. So, we're going to focus in here. We got our golems coming in. And as you can see, they start drawing fire. We follow this up with the wall breakers. They take out the first wall, letting our golems into that compartment. And then, as you can see, we deploy a line of wizards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to drop a 6th one back there. And the wizard's job is to clean up these buildings so that our king and queen don't go on a walk. And so, we're patient here. We drop our witches. They start spawning skeletons. Then we drop the king. And the king, unfortunately, he starts off by going for that storage, but then he gets back on track. The queen goes down. Aggro up the king to try and get him into that to that crossbow a little sooner, and then our queen comes in, and the queen's job is to take out the enemy king and the clan castle troops. And we see that down goes that dragon, and the enemy barbarian king is already gone. So at this point, let's pause it and take a look at where we're at. Our kill squad is still intact. King and queen are almost at full health. We saw the queen's ability left to use. Still got all our witches alive. And now, we got this one wizard, so we've cleaned up a lot of the trash, and so now we're going to be able to send our hogs in. And so what we're going to do is we're going to send some hogs in from here. We're going to do a 2-finger drop, 4 taps each, so that'll be 8 hogs this way. Then we're going to send 8 hogs in over here. And the reason we're sending them in separate little groups is just in case, because we see these Teslas have popped now, so that core is filled up with Teslas. There is some risk that there could be a weird double giant bomb location out here on the fringes. So we'd hate to potentially lose all our hogs. So here come the little piggies. And okay, I waited a little bit long, I think, to release those. But there they go. Coming in from both sides, and I'm going to drop a hill on each of these. I probably could have dropped that hill a little bit farther in, to be honest, but it does do a good job of covering our hogs as they're taking out that air defense, get our first hog into the core there. Then we drop the CC hogs, and they path over. They're going to clean out this last compartment. I pre-healed there. So those hogs are going to stay alive, and now all they got to do is take down the Teslas, and this base is essentially defenseless. And the good thing is, by ending on those Teslas, they're right there at the clan castle, or town hall, I mean. So they can take out the town hall. That guarantees us the 2 stars, even if we do get unlucky and hit a double giant bomb on cleanup. And as we follow our hogs around, they now split up in separate groups. They're feeling a little bit better. That makes things a lot safer. They do get hit by the giant bomb, but since they were at full health, they're okay. Now we've got really 3 groups of hogs running around the base, just doing cleanup. We saw that one wizard. And this base is pretty much toast. The wizard takes out another giant bomb, but at this point, this base is done. We just got that one storage left. And that's it. That's how you get a 3-star GoHoWiWi. Hope you found this video useful. If so, let me know in the comments. Thanks.